crispiness comes out the way that's supposed to. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. It's either one foot in the other foot down in the grave, and either gonna get a break. Woo, working like a slave, making institutions almost dangerous than standing on these create panic and pandemonium and political parties, terror techniques. They're not full of people's agenda, scared to go to the doctors when you're sick and they get injured. Legislation killing constitutional rights and civil liberties, leaving you with nothing and smiling your face deliberately. You got the right to be killed, the right to be killed, the right to keep your mouth shut and never say to you. You got the right to be sucking, the right to be scamming, the right to destroy my album and never give it. And when you go back to them, let me show you. We got you on this. You're supposed to know. How long you gonna be told what you are not supposed to know? Never give a helping hand, stay still. Stay steady and be covered, detached from the natural world and each other. Judging bonkers, how I'm brutally honest. Now your ancestors get. Now your ancestors get. Now you get. Now you get. Damn, got that part. That was a hard bar though. I had 13 hours of music. People be like, oh, it's different when you're rehearsing all these songs though. One day I'm gonna play all of my music. Have a whole session like this. A lot going on, baby. Yes. Goodbye, heart is yearning for your love. And out of my life. Now I be having, you know how you just got songs stuck in your head and it happens. It happens. It happens. I will literally go down on karaoke mode. Let me go down on karaoke mode. I'll never do that. Yeah. Doing some karaoke. I promise you a lot of these look like just something was going on here. Like some don't add up. You're on the road. It opens your eyes. It makes your eyes wide because you gotta look. You gotta keep alert. You gotta pay attention. A lot of times people get on their devices and stuff like that. I like to enjoy the scenery. You never know what you may see. Catch that beautiful moment. It's interesting because I've caught a because I've been on the East Coast a lot now. Obviously, they keep me on the they keep me on the East Coast because they make it harder. They don't want you keep going back home. Not saying like they don't want you going home, but typically when people go home, they like to get into some shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? So to avoid all that on as a business, yeah, I send your ass all the way to Maine too myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna have you right down the street from where you live, knowing that you're susceptible more to trouble like that. So yeah, being on the West Coast, I got a chance to witness a lot of sunsets. So didn't have to. You get the surprises, but it's coming over that San Bernardino mountain crest. Right over Palm Springs and everything like that. As soon as that sun is going down, it's a beautiful thing about when the sun is going down on the West Coast. It's just like it's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's party time. You know? I think LA has always been built on that. Gotten away with it. I can't believe that this is as far as a drive as it is. Yes, yes, yes. Right back. It'll pop up. So you be seeing stuff on it, be like that look like a whole ancient civilization. That was beautiful. They really buried this ancient civilization out here, and ain't nobody paying attention to because you're so busy on every 2K. But just the way the land is just constructed, it's like this don't look normal. Like this is something different. Yeah. Most won't see it like I may see it, but I'm like, look, every time I look at these mountains or I look at anything on the landscape, it just looks so majestic. It's like something just is overtaking the land. But you can see how there's like landlords. You can see how there's like people who are like the security guards over the land. And it's interesting because like the land that the people may be building on, the land that the people build on to like make their own money, that's the land that's getting destroyed for them, by them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got a whole different where the land that's being protected is not the land that's getting like scorched and destroyed. It's where the people have been making their money and profiting off of resources that may not belong, that don't belong to them. You know? And you look at it now is that all these little different industries are getting affected like that. So it's interesting that you can see all these people pop up. So yeah. Shalom, shalom. Let's see. And at nighttime, you can just see some like no air or light pollution. And the awe of the night sky is breathtaking. I'm always left speechless whenever it comes to seeing the night sky. The best sky that I've seen, again, right close to the Canadian border. That was the most amazing sky view that I have ever seen. I've never seen so many stuff. Like, it was just, I was speechless. And it was just like, it was like a star highway. That's how amazing it looked to me. All the stars in your room, stuff like that. Like, it was really real in the sky up there. It was just a clear day. It was amazing for me to be able to just look at the sky. We pulled over. We turned off the lights on the van so we could be able to not have no light pollution. I got a lot of other pictures and stuff though. I got a lot of full moons and locations where it just looked interesting. Sky, I don't know why I did not capture it like I wanted to. I think it was just a camera situation. I think so, but Michigan, hands down, had the most amazing night sky that I've ever seen. And then it's interchangeable between Alaska and Wyoming, but I would give Alaska just because of the fact that the Aurora Borealis. I got a chance to see that. That was awesome. So yeah, got a chance to see that. The energy felt different being out there. It was different. The air was different. Everything out there is different. You know, and that weather is different. There's people who really live out there in -degree weather. Now, I ain't mad at that because it's like you're being cryogenically frozen. Like, you know, you can think of it like one of them ice baths. Nice to, I don't know, you live longer. You know, I know being in ice baths will help your body regenerate. It's hard for me to do that. It's hard. That's one of my things. Like, I'm getting over my fears, but that's one thing that is just like a shock to my system. And, I don't see how people capable of doing that. Now, say if I just got finished working out or something like that, and I'm just like boiling hot, and I'm a fire sign anyway, so I'm good like that. But when it comes to like putting me on ice, I don't even like putting ice on my body, you know? But I end up sore. I know I need to. Cold and ice, you know, more so cold. But ice is, I can deal with ice. I can do whatever. Wants to do it, but it's like cold, and it's to the bones. Especially me, I done got skinny. So I gotta protect all that. Get some meat on my bones. Some good home cooked meals. we live on just 3,000 of that. You know, like man, how much of that? How much of those thousands are over the Pacific Ocean? Like, that's a question you gotta ask AI. I got him, and I ain't finna ask him right now. That's an interesting thought. It's like how many miles is it from the coast of China all the way to LA? Because you got 3,000 just over America alone, coast to coast, and that's a lot of travel in itself. Just to be, whether driving or flying, how much is that in Atlantic Ocean miles? How much is that in Pacific Ocean miles? How much is that in over African miles from East to West Africa? What is the connecting aspect after that? I gotta look at the equator. It says edge of the coast of Africa all the way to the edge of the coast of China. How many more miles is that? You still got so many. Yeah, Russia and China is massive. That is massive amount of land. So the fact that like all of this was connected in some form or fashion, I'm like, wow. So you can see how it's like more water started coming because the land started splitting away from each other. And then you wonder if that was because of what was happening because of these folks. You wonder if the land was splitting apart. What if we would have started doing what we were supposed to be doing with the land come back together? That's an interesting thought I thought about. Like, hey, would the land come back together? You know what I'm saying? And form that one big union like it was before. I forgot the name of it. What's the name of it? Man, it's on the tip of my tongue. What's the name of that landmass that we all put together? It's an ancient name. I cannot remember it now. I'm completely stuck. I know it. I know it. I know it. It's messing with me right now. Yeah, somebody put it in the chat. Help me out. But anyways, I keep thinking about it now. This guy's driving crazy. Slow down, homie. Make me want to do more research on it now at that point. Pangea. Got it. Yeah, Pangea. But that would be interesting though. Parted ways because of what we was doing that created a distance, whatever like that. Now it like it come together. That'd be awesome. And you wonder if the scope of the land, would there be more rainforests? I don't know. It's interesting. Because if the land is splitting more apart from each other and there's more water coming on the land, that means that the body of the amount of land that was on the surface is sinking under the water. So how much, that's a lot of area coverage in the ocean in comparison to the amount of land. scraped, flat, clean all the land that's hilly, all of the elevation, all that stuff off of the top of the skim it off of the top of the sea level, and you put it under the sea, under the sea level, would the amount of land that is above sea level fit under into the ocean like that to bring it all up to where the whole earth is all leveled out, all as one? Is that a possibility? Or is the land that is above ground, will it come up short if it goes into the ocean, because the ocean is so deep and vast? How much is above land? My arm hairs is long. Good Lord. Man, that one hair is sticking up. Yeah. Oh, werewolf ass. But I don't know. I used to have all these high ass questions. Is that a thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you even out all the land on the top, will it fill out the land on the bottom, and the ocean in the bottom? You know. But I wouldn't want to do that because we wouldn't have no water. But I'm just saying. I'm just throwing things out there. It ain't gotta stick. It can fall off the wall like a wiffle ball or whatever. I don't know. It can stick like some glue and Play-Doh. But yeah, that's interesting. I like off the wall. Gives you perspective. Because that just goes to show like how much pressure that is. For even when a submarine, like you got these other submarines that are like humongous ones. You don't even know if anything happens to them underground, underwater. We hear about the billionaire ones, because they're the ones, oh, we got money, we got a face, we got an image. It's like, were they not strapped in? You know what I'm saying? Were they just like hanging out? If one of them was strapped in, then they should have found a body still there. That's the thing that I was tripping about. Like, somebody had to have still been strapped in or whatever like that. Because if they got hit in the impact or something and the inside flooded already and they just drowned inside of there, there's no way that the body should not still be in there. You know, it's not the water is there, but it's like, I don't understand if the water is going to decompose the body faster than it would if it was on land. That's the difference, and I would want to see. I got a high question. What decomposes faster, a body underwater or a body on land? Like you smell the body and the rigor mortis, and like it's sitting out in the sun. You know, I would think that, you know, a body out in the sun and out amongst the air and the elements, that it would decompose faster than it would in water. I would think that the water, the seawater, would preserve it, you know, especially with the salt composition, and it would make it seem like, yeah, it would last a little bit longer. I know that certain things can last in a jar of alcohol. I know I did one of them high school dissect the pig type of situations. I put mine in a jar of alcohol, the heart, lungs, and brain. It's interesting. I thought I was a real like Grey's Anatomy surgeon too, because I thought I wanted to be a hematologist, but then I saw blood again. I was like, nope, I can't do blood no more. I did it when I was young. That's why I was like, I guess fascinated by Blade, the movie Blade. But why is all this traffic? Ain't nobody living out here. But yeah, that's all, folks. But yeah, I want to do that. But no, that put that in perspective. So yeah, I've wondered about a lot. I should be let my mind wander. And when you travel the whole country, you just look at a lot of these different designs that people built. They all look the same. Like they've never eaten. A lot of these different architecture ain't never evolved. You know, but all the stuff that we're looking at, it got built. You know, it's like, damn, look at this in front of us. You know, it's like out of all of the minerals tunnels and stuff around the world. Like, look at all these trucks got made out of it. Just excavating, digging up. It's like to be sitting here amongst all of this that we see. It's like, huh, wow. It's like that's impressive. Still to any feat. You know, I like to have gratitude towards it. In comparison, and like not having anything. So even if we was caveman, caveman was probably smarter than anything that we're doing now. I mean, they had to survive saber-tooth tigers. What I'm saying? So if that's the case, but just even now, just still put in the perspective of it, we're so just feeble and minute, that intergalactical beings that have far more superior abilities and powers and all of that than us, and we over here acting like we just, miss the good stuff, and wind up finding out the hard way. We get too arrogant, too big for our britches, thinking our shit don't stink, and eat some of that humble pie. So yeah, it is what it is. What is this, Tucson? I think I'm in Tucson. Yeah. Tucson. I think I got people out here. I don't know. At this point in life, it's like you gotta just leave people alone. In a good way, Sometimes you get removed from people's lives, not so for you not to interrupt what God has for them. As much as you may want to revisit, see, and family, and enjoy, and all that stuff, sometimes it causes for you to not to be conscientious and be considerate, enough to not interject yourself within somebody else's life path. It's like maybe this person right now is in the midst of their journey right now, and they need the time and the space, to be able to operate at full capacity, to be able to break through. And there's many pros and cons because you got different perspectives, different case by case. Because sometimes your presence may be needed in that, in that moment, and who are we to take charge of a decision that is ultimately not up to us. It's up to the Most High God, Yahweh. And so I know that to be operating that is not of divine calling, that's where we fall short. That's why we end up back in these curses. That's why we don't get what we desire and yearn for. It's because you're getting what you deserve. That's how plain Jane that is. That's how straight to the point, no chaser it is. Like, there is no cutting corners when it comes to the work. There is no cutting corners when it comes to the work. I say that truly, genuinely. Putting in the work matters. Ooh, I'm gonna be so happy to sit in my own tub. My tub, you know what I'm saying? You got all this stale, Esau ass everywhere else. You have to clean it up. There's a lot of industrialism going on right now. big bank take little bank. And you got Elon, he trying to be a trillionaire. Trying to put robots in your house. Give him Robin Williams. It's the first I done ran into some traffic. Sun is going down, feeling beautiful. Shines a light on any and everything. Can't run away from the truth. And the truth is, you sure is ugly. A lot of these other smaller, like B cities, are definitely coming up with their own little development. You know, and most of them got majority of the manufacturing going on, industrialism. You know, they got a potential to become an A city. But, eventually, there's always something that prevents them from being that. But some do grow into it. You know, Indianapolis grew into it. Sure did. You know. Certain places are not expected to be what they are, but then they turn it around. Like Fontana, I remember Fontana was just dirt road and orange trees. And it became one of the best places to live and raise a family. So I know that for a fact because I grew up out there. And some of my best childhood memories was in Fontana. So all over, all throughout the Inland Empire. Shout out to everybody in the IE. Had fun as a kid. I hope everybody had fun as a kid, man. That's something that sucks, you know. Because if you didn't have, it just started you off wrong. Whatever you went through growing up, it just, depending on what it is, just like your life got made as it was, because of what we went through, your environment and choices. I feel like everybody should have been able to have a, good childhood in some capacity of having some good memories. It may not all be good. That lady was stressing in her car. Oh, she's stressed. They arguing. It's trouble in paradise. What's going on, baby? What's going on? Ooh, they arguing. Yeah, that's the worst. You don't want to have no damn fight in the car. You get there in the back seat. You driving and shit. I can't stand you, Earl. Punching the shit out of somebody while they driving and all that. No, don't do that. Ladies, keep your hands to yourself. And fellas, keep your hands to yourself. There's a lot of domestic violence going on right now. Keep your damn hands to yourself. I have to control my stuff as well. Everybody needs to worry about that. This is a global insecurity temperature check. Truly is. And it's hard. There ain't no relationship easy. It also shouldn't be hard. It also shouldn't be bad. You should be able to be with the person you're supposed to be with. You're supposed to be with the person you're supposed to be with. And if not, love the one you with. Find a way to love the one you with. the end of the day, we're in this battlegrounds. This is war zone. Your services is needed, just like my services is needed. Our services together is good, needed. I wish I could have 175 kids. I would love that. I should. I'm supposed to. That's how you build an empire. Especially since all this vast land is about to be given back to us. So much. There's a lot of women out there who ain't got no babies. I want a baby. I'm glad I didn't do like the whole little sperm thing and stuff like that. There's a dude out there that got like 1,000 kids. He was skeet. He was at that clinic daily, faithfully. A lot of that stuff ain't foolproof. Like, you end up in a situation, I ain't working out. They got me working out. I ain't working out. Work my mouth, yeah. You running your damn mouth. You running so fast with your mouth. You don't ever slow down. You running Usain Bolt in marathons. We get stuck. Though we are in a war zone, It's sad because a lot of women gave a lot of dumbass guys chances. A lot of guys gave a lot of horrible ass women chances. So it's good that we've gone through all these lessons to learn. Really learn to be a better person. It's all good, it's all love. Just in those moments, those heated moments, sometimes you reflect back and you're like, damn, that was immature, that was dumb, that was childish, that was stupid, that was idiotic, that was embarrassing, that was shameful. And you gotta give yourself enough time so you can forgive yourself. I know I had to, go down my whole dirty ass laundry list. Found the time to forgive myself and build my confidence back up after hurting myself and feeling hurt and all that. I think that's important. Just kind of shed and shake things that transgress upon you. Having more let go power. Giving less than two shits. That'll help you get quicker and stronger you let go. And it's crazy because I didn't know. Quick, fast, and hurry. Let me go real quick. And they only let me go is definitely because during the time where I was really dealing with what I was dealing with. It's like everybody wanted me around when I was having fun. I was having a party, life of a party, paying for shit and all this and all that. Oh yeah, Brian is good. He's the best guy ever. All that, everything. Like I really was like, hey, real all this. Like, oh, you're not the fun prime that we like. Guy back, return him back to sender. This guy is not who we thought he was. Oh, this building was burnt down. Wow. This whole little city is just like dilapidated, but it looked like promising. It's off of the freeway. Anytime you see something beautiful like this off of the freeway, it's like, looking dilapidated. Like your own people in your community are not even taking advantage of it. That's how you know that, the economy is not thriving, the community is not working together and cooperating. Nobody's looking at these things, they're so focused on other aspects to where it's like, there is no development. And even then, what new are you going to already try so far that has not worked? So because of that, things have run their course. You're looking at so many things that these people have built that have ran their course that is not, what is that, developed and gotten better. So, man, got traffic. Got this tráfico. It might be class coming up in a minute. I need to see about that. Guess I can get on here a little bit, give myself a break. But I'm here, y'all. I'm here. Shout out to the ones that do. Shout out. But a lot of times the stuff is not built up. That it's just sitting here. It's sitting here. The time is gonna come. Because a lot of this stuff is, it's gonna get burnt out. It's gonna be a lot of just very surface and basic jobs. Like, looking at all these different decisions and different, different things going on. It's like, if you're trying to overhaul something in the country, it needs to be like a national thing. That's the thing. We're so scared to bring anything together. That's only because all this stuff got to fall apart. Truly do. All this stuff. Y'all build all this shit. Like, this ain't what we want to do. We looking at it like, we don't want to do all that. We can do it way better. Most time, black folks do it all the way better. Get that understood. Most of the time, black folks do it all better. It's only when it falls apart when we try to institutionalize the white colonializations that is just oppressively capitulative. Things that this little city is nice though, Tucson, I think it is. But yeah, it's like y'all took the bag, and that's what it is. It's like people are like, oh, I want to come back. I'm a soul brother now. I'm an Israelite. I'm a this. I'm a that. I'm a this. Nah, man, you can, go sit in the bleachers, give it some time. And you come back. You gotta go through that humility. You gotta go through that breaking. You gotta go through that breaking. People ain't been broken. Like, you gotta get shattered. You gotta get shattered so you can get built back strong. So you know that you done gone through all the courses. You look at yourself and you're like, damn, I really fucked with that shit. I came out on that. You didn't give me more than I couldn't handle. At the time I got weary and I got fearful. When I got scared, I thought I was going to lose it. Thought I was going to come back. But I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I still alive. Yeah. That's how you know. That's how you know, because you're still here. You're still here, man. You're still here, beloveds. Keep that smile on your face. Don't let nothing take your joy. Don't let nobody steal your shine. Don't let nobody take it. Regardless. It's up to you. All this is up to you. It's a privilege. It's a divine understanding for all of this that's going on. A lot of things may not make sense. May be confusing and frustrating. In due time, a lot of stuff that is the most amazing stuff just does not make sense. That's where that faith of a mustard seed truly is. But we trust in man too much. The Dr. Fauci's of the world, and he should be held on crimes against humanity. He should be Nuremberg 3.0. You got plenty of people that are like these old heads, man. None of them have gotten their butt whoopings. They've gone through courses of years of just fucking up the world. And a lot of times these people do not get in trouble. You know, not from a legal standpoint. Like this system was designed to, you know, it was designed to mask and uphold those type of things, and they've been seen as noble and of dignity and of necessity. And come to find out, it's been the worst thing that we ever got our damn selves involved with. Like, we contributed to our own demise and destruction. It's like, that's why we got to take a step back. We got to understand as a people, as a whole, beloved. Like, we really do got to be able to just take a step back and realize that we have participated in it. Ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't gonna be right. It ain't gonna get right. It can never do right by any of us. However, if it ain't getting all the way, the reset button hit, and completely re-engineer and reconfigure the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, man, all you're doing is putting new wines. You putting new wine on old wineskins. You trying to put perfume and cologne on your stanky ass. Get your ass in the bath. And that's where we have to go through the cleansing, the deep rinse, the deep scrub, the deep wash, the deep introspection, the deep shadow work. Gotta go in the deep dark. It ain't easy. You gotta go to where your senses gonna get enhanced. You can't see with the same eyes. You can't go through the new visions with the same old eyes that you was looking through. You gotta be more accepting and willing and enthusiastic than ever. You gotta be creative and courageous at this point right now in order to see any new changes and transitions. So, but I guess that's all I'm gonna give right now. I think it's gonna be class coming up, so after class, I'll hop back on. Chop it up, get goofy with it real quick. Love everybody out there that's been listening and supporting and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm trying to get my channel back together, get it back right, and post up a lot more stuff, go live. I got more, news and stuff like that, articles, information, resources to share. I definitely want to build it up to where it's like a membership community, a Patreon community, a little bit of everything. Just keep gathering. We need to be able to keep creating other spaces that we can build up from. I'm just adding mine to the pot because this is what I was doing and I should be doing it and will be doing it and continue doing it. So, the people that are here that will be here, I'm thankful. Thankful for my little baby. I'm thankful for my little baby crowd. I appreciate y'all.